Okay, we're going to start the second half. Brookline on the kickoff. Ben Sander down the left side. That's Ben Kaplan's side. It goes out of bounds. There's a steady rain now. It's supposed to be raining till the end of the game. It's about mid-50s. Field's getting very slippery. That's Ben Kaplan off his head. Headed by the defender, cleared to this side. Eric off his shoulder. That's Luca off his chest. Luca to the left. Luca pokes it ahead to, that's Ben Kaplan. Ben Kaplan steps back. He gets to Manuel. It gets deflected into the Brookline bench. It's going to be a throw-in for Brookline. That's Manuel to Ben Kaplan. Ben Kaplan toward Jacques. Jacques on the left. Jacques in front. It gets blocked by 5. That's Matt. Matt on his right foot. Matt has a shot. He shoots it. Goalie tips it to the side, and it's going to be a corner for Brookline. Matt on a nice shot. We're minute 5 into the second half. It's 1-1. Manuel's going to take the corner for Brookline. Manuel on the right corner. 4 Brookline players in the box. He chipped it toward the box short, and it's coming back toward us. Defender clears it. That's Isaac on it. 7's after it. Isaac clears it back over Manuel's foot. 25 sends the wing. He tried to send 7. He didn't see it. That's Luca came back, cleared it with his left foot. 11 under it on his chest. 11 for Framingham to 16. 16 in the center circle. Chips with his left foot. Isaac on his left thigh. That's Luca, clears it to the side. That's 11. He had a shot. He's trying to drive in on his left foot. Matt poked it away, and it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for Framingham. They throw it into 15. 15 with Eric on him. To 16. 16. Eric, it gets poked away. It's out of bounds. Throw into Brookline. 2:30 into the second half. 1-1. That's Ben Sander to Eric. 23 sends it back to 20. 20. Eric chests it out of bounds. It's right at midfield. 20 throws it to 23. 23 gets blocked by Eric out of bounds. 20 to 25. 25 to his right. 25's making a run in. 7 has it. 7. That's Luca tried to poke it away. That's 25 to the wing to 20. 20 down the left. 20 to the left side. That's Jacob that hit it out of bounds. It's good. This ain't a goal kick. It's going to be a goal kick for Brookline. We're 3:20 into the second half. It's 1-1. What's happening? It's going to be a goal kick. Zach's going to take it for Brookline. 16 came off the field. Looks like he's limping. All right, they can continue. It's going to be a goal kick for Brookline. Zach steps around it. He puts it toward midfield. Hit Ben head. That hit Luca in the head. Luca heads it again. 22. Luca off his head. 22 to his right. 11 to 7. 7 tried to back heel it. Luca knocked it down. 22 cuts it back to 7. Mark. 7 to his right. He steps on the ball. He falls. It gets cleared by Luca out of bounds. We're 4 minutes gone in the second half. It's 1-1. They throw it into 22. Gets knocked away by Matt. Matt to Ben Kaplan. Ben Kaplan ahead to Jacques. 9 off his head. 5 heads it to the side. Taken away by Matt. Matt in midfield. Matt to Ben Kaplan. Ben Kaplan to Eric. Eric trying to split 2 defenders. Eric. And they call a foul on Eric. It's going to be a free kick for Framingham. With 4:30 into the second half, 1-1. He goes out to the left. It's Luca off his head. Luca to Jacob. Jacob steps over to Matt. Matt steps to his left. Matt finds, cuts past Jack. 5 on the ground to Jacob. Jacob on his right foot. He finds Ben Kaplan. Ben Kaplan surveys. He looks up. He sees Eric on the right side. Eric off his foot. That's Ben Kaplan. It gets poked out of bounds. They're saying it's a throw for Framingham. Come back 20 to 15. Hit off his hand. Luca to Ben off his foot out of bounds. Throw in for Framingham, number 20. Oh, it's Will. 25 turns. 25 crosses it to the other side. To 32. 32 down the right side. They chip it back to this side. Eric's on this side. It's going to roll toward the sideline. 15 saves it. 20 has it for Framingham. 20's making a run. 20 to 25. Back to 20. 20 cuts to his right. He has a shot. He shoots it, and Zach catches it. Zach to the left side. He tries to find Manuel. 7 cuts it off and puts it out of bounds. Throw in for Brookline. He goes down the left. That's Ben Kaplan. It gets poked out of bounds. We are 6 minutes into the second half. It's 1-1. Manuel on the throw. Manuel down the left side. Jacques had it. Jacques off the defender. 25 has it for Framingham. 25 turns. They send it back to 20. 20 pokes it ahead. Hits 25 in the head. 15 has it for Framingham. 15 to the right in the center circle. He goes to his right. Matt's on this player. 11 to his left. It bounces. It skids toward the left corner. 23 is tracking it down. 23 in the left corner. 23 comes back. It gets poked away out of bounds. Throw in for Framingham. 20 on the throw to 23. Sends it back to 20. 20 in the middle. It gets cleared by Matt. 22 has it. It's off his foot. Jacques coming back. They send it back to their right back. 32. Back to 22. 22. He chipped it to himself. He sends it to 20 on the left. 20 has it. Back to 22. 22 steps over it. 22 to 20. 20 turns. 20 back to 25. Jacob blocks it. 25 to 22. 22. He cuts it back to 7. That's Ben Kaplan steals it. He sends Jacques. Here comes the goalie. Goalie's going to clear it. Manuel steps up. It bounces over him. 11's going to the sideline. 11 crosses midfield. He scoops it back to 25. 25 back heels it. Luca cuts it off. Luca has it. Luca to Manuel on the left in front of the Framingham bench. He sends it to Ben Kaplan. Back to Manuel. It goes into the Brookline bench. 32 on the throw. He throws it into 22. 22 to the left. Matt cuts it off. Matt turns back to his left. They call a foul. They set up the free kick. Jacob has it. Jacob makes a run. Jacob to the right. He's got Eric with him. Jacob gets tripped. He goes down. The ref. We're 8:30 into the second half. It's 1-1. Jacob is still on the ground. They're setting up the ball. It's about 30 yards out. I'd say just over 30 yards out. There's 2 on the wall, 15 and 23. Brookline's got 6 on the back. Manuel is in the middle. It's Ben Sander on the free kick. Ben puts it to the back post. It's in the crowd. It gets poked away by number 5. Manuel off his head. That's Jacob. Jacob on his left foot. He tried to find Eric. He loses it. It goes out to the right. That's Manuel chasing, I think that's 11. 11 to the right side. 11 goes down. Manuel takes it away. He sends it back to Luca. Luca on his left foot sends it to Eric. Eric chips it ahead. This is a tough field. Eric has it. Eric gets around the defender. He's got Jacob with him. He sends the other side to Jacques. That's Jacob on the ball. Jacob turns to his right. He's got Eric on his right. He sends it to Eric. Eric on the right side. Eric crosses in front. Got poked away. That's Matt. Matt on his right foot. Matt to his right. Matt to the right end line. Matt steps over it, gets back to his left. Matt gets bumped. No call. 20 comes away with it. 20 down the left side. He gets around Luca. 20. Oh, that's Will. Sends it back to 23. 23 to 22. He gets slowed down by Jacques. 22 up the side to 7. 7 on the right side. 7 looks up. 7 sends it to 11. 11 to the middle of the field, gets poked ahead. Zach's going to get it in the goal. With 10:30 into the second half, Jacob, one defender. Jacob to the side. Jacob around the defender. Jacob to the right. One back. He gets pushed. That's a foul. That should be a card. That's got to be a card. That's got to be a card. Number 5. Number 5. Clock should be stopped. The yellow card on number 5. It's 29:02. It's on the clock. It's going to be a free kick for Brookline. Ben Sander is going to take it. Jacob was making a run up the right side. So the ball is about 35 yards out, I'd say. We're right behind it. Brookline's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys on the back. Manuel's behind that. Let's see if he can lift it. They should move the wall. It's in front. It's a goal! Ben Kaplan on the goal. Ben Kaplan on the goal. 2-1 Brookline. Eric and Luca are coming out. Rex and Dimitri came in the game. It's going to be a kickoff for Framingham. There's 28:55 left in the second half. 2-1 Brookline. They send it back to 15. 15 chips to the left side. Ben Sander off his head, high in the air. He's going to get it again. He heads it down again. He puts it on his foot to Jacob. Jacob turns. Jacob sends it back to Isaac. Isaac sends it back to Zach in goal. Zach sends it up the middle of the field. 11's under it for Framingham. He sends it to the side. I'm sorry, that's 11. He chips it in. That's Zach's going to get to it. Zach boots it toward midfield. It bounces over the defender. They call a foul on Rex. It's a free kick for Framingham inside of midfield. They chip it down the right side. That's Mark. Mark brings it down with his head. Mark clears it with his left foot. That's Jacob. He got it. Oh. 23-20 on the left side for Framingham. Dimitri's on him. 20 looks to his right. That's 25. 25 into 14. 14 shoots. Zach's going to get to it on the near post. We've got 27:35 left in the game. 2-1 Brookline. There's a more steady rain coming down right now. Ball goes over midfield. It bounces over the defenders. It gets headed back to midfield. 11 on his left foot. He tries to send 23. 23 on the ground. Isaac cuts it off. Isaac on his right foot puts it up the field. Nine on his right foot. He clears it out of bounds. He clears it out of trouble. Throwing for Brookline. And who's coming in? Oh, Ugo's coming in. He's coming in for Jacques, it looks like. Now Ugo's coming in for... Jacques going to take the throw. He's coming in for Ben Kaplan. So it's Jacques, Dimitri, Ugo up top. He throws it toward the box. That was Dimitri off his head. 16 to the side. That's Manuel has it. Manuel on his left foot sends it to Jacob. Jacob, someone's charging at him. He goes to his right to Matt. Matt on the ground to Rex. Rex to his right. Rex cuts in. Rex to the end line. It gets poked away out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Brookline. And player is down for Framingham. That's number 12. Jacques is going to take the throw for Brookline. We are 14 minutes into the second half. It's 2-1 Brookline. Rain has been steady the whole second half. Field's getting slippery, more slippery. Jacques on the throw. See the umbrellas. They subbed out number 12 who was injured. Dimitri is on the near post. Jacob is in the box. Ugo is on the far post with Rex. The second ref is coming over. All right, they blow the whistle for the throw. Jacques on the throw. He throws it toward the box. Gets headed back. 7 has it for... He back heels it to 21. 21 on his left foot. He tries to find 14. 14 cuts it back. Well, that's Gabe. 21 on this side. 21 steps over it. 21 cuts back to his right. 21 sends it to 16. 16 back to 21 on the left. 21. That's 14 that knocked it out of bounds. Throw in for Brookline. Ben Sander on the throw. Ben down the side, hit Jacob in the head. 27 clears it. Rex brings it down. He goes to the center circle. Rex sends it ahead. Tried to find Dimitri. Was a little far. Got back to the goalie. It bounces. 7's going to come away with it. Matt clears it toward the Framingham bench, and it goes into the bench. We're 15-20 into the second half. 2-1 Brookline. It's on the ground. They chip it back to 15. 15 chips it toward the other side to 21. It's off his foot. It's going toward the side. He's trying to get around Ben Sander. Ben, they both go down. Isaac comes over. They get it to 14. 14 steps over it. 14 chips it with his left foot. Zach's going to catch it in the goal. We're just over 16 minutes into the second half. 2-1 Brookline. Zach hits it over midfield. Ugo brings it down with his right foot. Ugo works on 16 up the side. Hit Manuel. Manuel to the left. Ugo got bumped off the ball. 7 down the right side. Ugo comes back. Ugo cuts it away. Ugo shields. He tried to put it off the player. 7 cuts it back. He crosses it. Zach's going to get it in the goal mouth. 16:30 into the second half. 2-1 Brookline. Zach's going to punt it out. He punts it over midfield and hits the defender, number 5. 16 to the side to 21. 21 back to 27. That's Dimitri. Dimitri on the right. Dimitri making a run. Dimitri gets cut off by 5. 5 to the left side. 5 hits it out of bounds.
Hey, come on, guys! Come on!
That's the same guy. We're 17 minutes into the second half. It's 2-1 Brookline. Jacques sends it back to Jacob, and he goes down. It's gonna be a free kick. It's going to be a free kick for Brookline. He's calling timeout. I think the ref called timeout. It's going to be a free kick for Brookline when we resume. They stopped the clock. 22:18 left in the second half. The rain is coming down now. I think it's a referee timeout. It's probably a good timeout. It's a steady rain now coming down. What? It's a good call. Game's getting a little chippy here. Okay, when we resume, 22:18 left on the clock. It's going to be a free kick for Brookline. The ball is right here. It's about, I'd say, 35 yards out. And this is a grass field. It's a large grass field, so it's playing really slow. Jock is going to be on the free kick. They're going to step off the distance. Two on the wall, 27 and 21. He puts it to the back post. That was, who was that? That was Rex on the ball. Rex had a free shot. Caught by the goalie. He punts it out. It's going to be 14 on his chest. He gives it to 7. 7 making a run. 7 making a run, and he cuts it back to 14. 14 went down. Zach punts it out. It's over midfield. Bounces. Dimitri's after it. 5 on the ground. 7. That's Rex. That's Matt on the ball. He tried to cut it back. 14 cut it away. 15 to the side to 21. 21 cuts it in the box. Isaac clears it out of bounds. Oh my goodness. It bounces back. 5 has it for Framingham. He sends it to the side. They chip the right side. Mark missed it. 7 has it. 7 on the ground to 14. Isaac takes it away. Isaac clears it to his left. They call a foul. It's going to be a free kick for Framingham. Brookline has 1, 2, 3, 4 on the wall.
Olha o chinelinho dele,
Okay, set up. There's 20-12 left in the game. Left-footed shot toward the near post. Zach catches it. Zach boots it to midfield. Over 16. That's Jacques on it. Jacques to the left. Jacques to his right, sorry. He chips it ahead. 27's going to clear it toward the sideline. He kicks it back in. That's past Lance. Jacques has it. Jacques Jock to his left. He's got Manuel on the left side. Manuel chips toward the box. 5's under it. 5 off his head. It's going to bounce. Matt's under it. Matt off his head. 15 comes away with it. 15 to the left. 15 on the side. He chips it. Matt comes away with it. Matt turns. Matt sends it back to Ben. Ben to Dimitri. Dimitri on his head to Jacques. Jacques brings it down. Jacques sends it back to Lance. Lance to the left. There's nobody there. That's Ugo making a run. Goalie's going to get to it. Goalie boots it toward midfield. 7 to the right side. 7 making a run. They call a foul. Wait, it was in the box? Wow. They call a penalty on that. It's a penalty shot here. Number... Number 7 is going to take it. Number 7 on the penalty shot. 25 just ran Matt off the ball. They stopped the clock. 18:36 left. 2-1. 7 on the penalty for Framingham. Here he comes. He's left-footed. He stutters. He shoots, and he sends it right down the middle. 2-2. Let's go. 2-2. Matt is over the ball. Ben Sanders there. It's Ben Kaplan, Eric, and it's interesting, the clock's running now. 18:13. Strange. Ben Sanders down the left side. It's going to go out of bounds. 2-2. That's Matt on the ball. Matt chips ahead to Jock. Gets hit by 5. They send down the middle. It's Luca off his side. 25. Lance is over it. Lance sends it back to Ben. Ben to Mark. Mark to his left. He's got, gets cut off by the defender. That's Luca on the ball. Luca to Manuel. Manuel in front of the Framingham bench. Manuel to Jacques. It's getting chippy. Jacques. That's Eric. Eric. They chip it back. Manuel's side. They're going to cross midfield. Luca comes back. Luca pokes it away. Matt sends it back to Mark. Mark toward Lance. 23 off his head. That's Ben Sander kicks it ahead. This is Jacob's side. 23 has it. 23 to 25 in the center circle. 15 to the side to 7. 7 to the other side. 23. 23 to 7. 7 to the left. He cuts it back. That gets taken away. Lance on the ball. Lance to Eric. Gets cut off. 27 has it. 27 sends it back to 9. 9 to the right to 20. 20 on the right. That's 14 on the ball. 14. He goes down. They call a foul. We're 16:20 left in the game. It's 2-2. So Eric's up top, Jacob and Ben Kaplan are in the front line. Goes in the box, gets headed to the back post, got cleared by, I think that was Luca. And it got cleared out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick for Brookline. It goes down the left side to 16. 16 to Ben Kaplan got cut off. It's in the box, got cleared away by Ben Sanders. It's gonna be a corner. It's gonna be a corner for Framingham.
Vai, Johnny. Johnny tá jogando esse filho da puta. Próximo jogo eu vou jogar. Vou meter.
It's a corner. 15-13 left in the game. Left-footed corner to the near post. 5 missed it. 5. It hit somebody in the hand. 5 grabbed him with his hand. Could get a card for that. 14:40 left in the second half. It's 2-2. Ben Sander hits it to this side. Jacob off his head. 27 down to 23. Jacob comes away with it. Jacob turns. Jacob turns. Jacob sends it back to Ben. Ben down the side. 16 has it. Matt to the right. Matt to the middle to Eric. To Matt. Hits the defender. Goes out of bounds. Throw in for Brookline. It's going to be Jacob on the throw. Jacob. Jacob to Eric. It's under 27. Would you mind just moving over just a little bit? I'm trying to film. Excuse me? Do you mind moving over just a little bit? Oh, God. That's Matt to the middle of the field to 5. 5 to the side to 23. That's Jacob to the side. Jacob to Ben. Ben clears it to the side. 27. That's Jacob on the ball. Jacob's got Matt. Jacob got cut up by 16. 23. Ben tried a slide tackle. That's Isaac knocked it out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for Framingham. There's 12:50 left in the game. They throw it. They're going to rethrow it. They throw it back to 16. 16 to the side to 27. 16 on the ground to 7. 7 in front of the goal. He has a shot. Matt knocked it away. Mark clears it over midfield. 5 off his head. That's Eric off his head forward. 5 to the side. 27 back to the middle of the field. That's Ben Kaplan. He tried to find Jacques. He gets in on 5. 5 clears to the side. 32 on the right side for Framingham. Goes up the right side. Front of the Brookline bench. That's, whoa, who came back? That's Ben Kaplan. Ben Kaplan saves it, comes out with it. He sends it to Jacob, back to Ben, got cut off. 7 has it in the middle of the field for Framingham. He sends a wing to 14. 14 down the side. Oh, God. 14 in the box. He gets in, he crosses it. Goalie gets hit. Who was that in front? He ran right through Zach. That should be a That's a foul right in the goal mouth. It's 11:20 left in the game. They booted out to this. Oh, he got pushed. Eric got pushed, no call. Eric sends it back to Luca. Luca to Matt. Matt to Manuel. Manuel down the left. It gets cleared out of bounds. They throw it, it hits Jacques in the chest. That's Jacques on the throw. He throws it toward the box, and it goes out of bounds. Should be a goal kick for Framingham. 10:30 left in the game. It's 2-2. It goes down the right side. That hit Luca headed it down, hit the Framingham player. They're going down the right. 25 has it. 25 back to the middle of the field. Eric cut it off. 16 has it. 16 chips the left side. Ben off his head. 16 again to the right. To 14. 14. He shoots it. Right on goal to Zach. Gets booted high in the air to midfield. It's over Jacques. 5 off his head. 16 forward, 25 to the side to 14. 14 to the left. 14 sends it to the wing to 15. 15 gets tied up by Isaac. Hits off the defense. That's Luca to the side, and Eric missed it. It goes out of bounds. 27 on the throw. 27 back to 16. 16 to 27 to 25 to 15. 15 has a shot, and it goes wide. It's gonna be a goal kick for Brookline. 8:40 left in the game. 2-2. Zach, it's low. It bounces 25 ahead to 15 is in. 15 to the side. 15 shoots. Gets blocked by the defender. That was Mark. Got caught by Zach. Zach high in the air. That's Luca brings it down. They send it to the left. 14's making a run. It's going to skid out of bounds. Ben Sander on the throw. He throws it down this side. Jacob in the air. That's Eric heads it back to 16 for Framingham. He goes to the other side. That's Mark on the ground. Mark toward Matt. It's going to pass. Oh. He sends it to Ben Kaplan. Ben Kaplan up the left side. Ben, he stuttered. He got around him. He's got Eric on the other side. Can't get around the last defender. They go back the other way. It's in front of through midfield. It's Manuel defending. 11 sends aside. That's Ben Sander off his foot. It goes back to Zach. 7:25 left in the game. That's handball. Ooh. Wow. It's really chippy. It's a really chippy game. That's Jacob. That's Jacques trying to cut in. 16. Jacques gets it to the other side toward Ben. 32 is going to clear it to 11. 11 in midfield. 11 back to the center to 7. 7 steps over it. Gets cut away by Isaac. That's Matt on the ball. Matt. 16 pokes it away. Isaac to the left gets cut off. 16 clears it out of bounds. 6:30 left in the game. It's 2-2. It's on the ground. Jacques to Matt to Eric. It gets hit into the Brookline bench. Manuel on the throw, right in front of the Brookline bench. He throws it down the side. That's Ben Kaplan. That's Matt. Matt on the ground to Jacob. Jacob tried to find Eric, got cut off. That's Manuel under it. Ooh. They call a dangerous play. It's a free kick for Framingham. In front of the Brookline bench. It's 5:45 left. To midfield. Eric off his left foot. 25 sends it back. That's not a foul. It's going to be a free kick for Framingham. (27-16). He shoots it. It's going to go over the goal. Zach clears it. 5 minutes left in the game. It goes over everyone. That's Jacques. And they call a foul. There's a push on Eric. Card for 27. He's got to come out of the game. He's got to come out of the game. Card for 27. They stopped the clock. It's 4:37 left. It's a steady rain now. It's 2-2. It's going to be a free kick. Ben Sanders is going to take it. We're inside of midfield. Ben puts it on the ground. It gets cleared by 14 to the side. Manuel brings it down with his left foot. Manuel pokes it ahead to Luca. Luca sends it back to Mark. Mark to the side to Manuel. Manuel on the left. Manuel up the side. It gets in. It gets cleared. Matt was signaling for a handball. That was Eric off his chest. Eric sends it ahead to Jacques. Jacques tried to turn. It gets shot by Ben Kaplan on goal. Oh, sorry, Eric's on this side. That was Ben on that side. Goalie bounces it. He boots it to this side. 14, it's over his head. 15 has it. 15-20. 20 steps around Jacob. 25 has it. Matt comes back. Luca has it. Luca shields it. Luca to his left, to Manuel on the left. Manuel chased by 11. 11 takes it away. Goes out of bounds. Quick throw to 7. 7 sends it back to 25. 25 to 15. He goes down the left side. He's trying to find 14. 14 in on goal. 14 turns. 14 tried to get around Jacob. Tried to get through Jacob. Jacob, it hits the defender. He keeps it in. It goes out of bounds. It's a throw-in for Framingham. 20's on the throw. 20 throws it back to 25. To 20. 25. 25. To 14. In front to 7. 7 on his right foot. He gets blocked. Manuel sends Ben Kaplan. Ben Kaplan, 16's coming at him. Tried to find Jacques, got cut off. That's 16 on the ball. 16 to this side to 20. 20 on this side. He goes to the side to 15. 15 to 14. 14 cuts to his right. He cuts back. Ben Sander tries to cut it off. 20 shoot. Oh, he crosses it. Mark off the edge of his foot. And Zach picks it up. 2:20 left in the game. 2-2. Zach to midfield. It bounces over 20. That's Eric. 20 has it. 20 puts it out of bounds. They should take a timeout. There's 2 minutes left. Jack on the throw. Eric was drying off the ball. Jack throws it toward the box. It gets headed by Eric. The goalie's going to pick it up. We're under 2 minutes. Goalie boots it to midfield. It's going to bounce. Isaac off his left foot to the middle of the field. 25's coming up the middle of the field. 25 on the ground. Luca cuts it off. Luca to the left. It's Manuel down the side. He tries to find Ben Kaplan. Jacques blocks it. It bounces. Eric has it in the middle of the field. Eric in toward the box. Eric to the left. Eric to his left. Jacques is at the top of the box. It gets blocked. 11 comes away with it for Framingham. 11 down the right side. That's Mark on the ball. Mark to Matt. Matt to Jacob. Jacob turns to his left. He sends to Manuel. Manuel on the left side. Manuel crosses to the top of the box. It gets headed away. They try to clear it. That's 7. 7's making a run. 7's trying to get through. Gets cleared away by Isaac. Whoa. 11 has it. It goes out of bounds. It's at the Brookline bench. Manuel on the throw. Manuel to Matt. Matt sends it back to Jacob. Jacob to Luca. Luca on his right foot gets blocked. Ben Sanders coming back. One chasing him. Ben to his right. Ben gets around the defender. Ben sends it toward Jacques. Jacques to the right corner. 5's going after it. 5 cuts back. They call a foul. We're under 2 minutes. It's 2-2. The ball should be right at the end line. There's probably about a minute left in the game. 2-2. Goalie's gonna take it. Goalie, shoot it. Eric on the shot. It's gonna hook wide. Goalie had taken the free kick. He was out of position. He had a nice shot. It's a goal kick for Framingham. Rain is coming down now to midfield. That's Matt brings it down. Matt, they go down the right side. 7 has it. Takes a weird hop. Mark cleared it off 7 out of bounds. It should be a goal kick. Wait, 1 point in a corner. I think they ended the game. Game ended 2-2. That's how we end, 2-2. Rain is coming down now. Wait, let's see. Wait, hold on. There might be a timeout. Actually, it looks like a timeout was called. Yeah, but they can take a timeout. I think it's a corner. They're not acting like the game ended. It's a timeout. Framingham must have called a timeout. Okay, we'll stay with it. Brookline has one more play to defend. It's 2-2. See what happens. Zoom in a little bit here. It's a corner. There can't be much time left in the game. Let's see what happens. It's to the near post. Zach catches it. It's another corner. This thing, he caught it out of bounds. Back post. Zach off his hand. He got kicked. Zach boots it up the field, and that's the whistle. Game ends 2-2. Tough game. 2-2.